There's not a whole lot of soda fountains in the US, period. Back in the early 1900s, there was hundreds of thousands of them, literally. Now in the US, there's probably 200 or 300. In New York City, there's probably 2 or 3. Maybe if you count all the boroughs, there's probably 5 or 6, but that's it. There's not too many around anymore. Hi, my name's Anton Nocito. I am the founder of P&H Soda Co, an artisanal soda syrup company based here in Greenpoint, Brooklyn. This is me. It's kind of crazy. Soda, when I was a kid, was more of a treat. I think it should be a treat. I think it's something you can have every once in a while, something you can give your kids every once in a while. I think if you know that it's an all-natural product and not an artificial product with a lot of preservatives in it, it's not going to be bad for you. So this is my hibiscus soda syrup. This is a small batch. I figured it'd be good for today, but that's there's a lot of stuff in there, some spices, there's organic dried hibiscus flowers from Egypt, organic fair trade. If you taste it, actually, somebody just tasted it recently, it was like, ooh, cherries. It's got a cherry flavor, but it's not cherry. It's kind of sweet and fruity, but it does have a slight floral note. I'm absolutely positive there's going to be a renaissance in soda fountains. P&H Soda Co is a artisanal soda syrup company. We basically make soda syrup out of all natural ingredients. It's used in bars, it's used at home. I think I always enjoyed the fun of being in a soda fountain. That fun sort of is who I am, and I want to give that part of it to people. So I decided in 2009 to really focus on it. I have to bottle at above 180 degrees. So I bring it back up to 180 degrees, I put it on my induction burner, and then I go bottle it. So what I'm doing is a somewhat unique product for our time now. There's not a whole lot of companies out there doing it, there's a few. So I'm gonna make our cream soda. So I try to focus my syrups on fresh, all natural ingredient. I try and use as much really well-sourced product as possible. I use a lot of organic product in my syrups. I also put a lot of effort in the flavors. I don't want them to be too sweet. I don't want them to be too dry. I want there to be a balance in acidity and sugar. I don't want it to be something that's not thought out. You can see what flavors I'm getting ready to work on when you start looking at like some of these here, like
sarsaparilla.
Yeah. Hold on. So I basically make 4 flavors right now all year round, and that's going to start growing very soon. Those flavors are ginger, lime, hibiscus, and cream. I also do seasonal flavors throughout the year. Right now I'm working on grapefruit, for example. So soda syrup is basically a flavored syrup made from any number of sweeteners and water and a flavoring. So that flavoring could be juice, that flavoring could be a flour, that flavoring could be spices, it could be anything you want it to be. Literally, like, everything is to the ounce, and every bit of water is to the ounce, and every spice is to the ounce, and it's very specific. So basically the way this works, I have this is a heat-proof hose that I've rigged up a little bit so that I can lay it up here when I need to. And then this valve releases the liquid into the bottle. And then I see where, and you'll see me burn myself a couple times. So I give 3 months shelf life on it. That's what I put on the bottles. Once it's open, it's got about 2 weeks because it is fresh product. There's no preservatives. So when you make a glass of my soda, make sure you want the coldest water possible, not frozen obviously, but really cold water, and really well carbonated water. So when you pour it into the glass and you've got the syrup in there, and you get automatically the bubbles from the carbonation will bring whatever flavors are in there up to your nose, and as you're drinking it, if you breathe in, you can kind of taste everything that's sort of in there. Long term, I'd like it to be a restaurant, kind of setting the stage for what you can do with the syrups. A lot of your bigger companies that are doing it are using a lot of artificial flavors, or they're using artificial color. I prefer to really put the work in there and just make it really good. I enjoy doing it, and I get into it. A lot of people laugh at me whenever they work with me because they see me, I have the music blasting, and I'm sort of dancing around doing my thing and singing along and whistling along with all the music, so it's fun.
What have you always wanted to do and you haven't had a chance to do yet? And I just blurted out, I want to build a wooden boat.